I love the stories of the Old Testament. But one of my favourites is the story of King Jehoshaphat. Here's a man who made a myriad mistakes, married the wrong girl, aligned himself in an alliance with the wrong king, went from disaster to disaster, almost got himself killed in the process. But it's not until he wakes up as to where his strength is. It's not in alliance through the marriage of the king's daughter, Ahab's daughter, Jezebel's daughter. It's not in his alliance with Ahab that he finds his strength. When he's finally confronted by an enemy so large that he knows he hasn't got a dog's chance. If you look at chapter 20 of 2 Chronicles, Jehoshaphat is confronted by the forces of Amnon, Moab, and Esau's descendants from Mount Seir. They are going to make war with him. And Jehoshaphat feared and set himself to seek the Lord and proclaimed a fast throughout all Judah. So Judah gathered together to ask help from the Lord. Here you've got the king not looking to the strength of an alliance, not looking to another nation's army, but now he's going to the source of real help. He's going to ask God for help. And in his prayer that follows, he says, "In your hand is there not power and might, so that no one is able to withstand you? Are you not our God?" Now he's got it right. He's tried other methods, but now he's got it right. He goes on to take his people into a period of worship. And instead of choosing the best soldiers, he chooses the best singers. It's here in this chapter that you find him asking for the choir to lead the soldiers into battle. God says to him, "You will not need to fight in this battle. Position yourselves, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, who is with you, O Judah and Jerusalem. The Lord is with you." Jehoshaphat bowed his head at this stage, and he goes into a period of solid worship. And he becomes the one who leads his people to where they should be, to the throne room of heaven. "Believe in the Lord your God, and you shall be established. Believe his prophets, and you shall prosper," is what the scripture says at this stage. That's what comes out of the mouth of the king. Eventually, the singers lead the army into battle. And it's an absolute routing as the armies of these other three nations turn on themselves. And here you have a king who stands back and allows God to do his work. He confuses the nations and he brings mercy upon his own people. If we go into the final portion of that section, it says, "Go back to Jerusalem with joy." They returned, every man of Judah and Jerusalem, with Jehoshaphat in front of them. Go back to Jerusalem with joy, for the Lord had made them rejoice over their enemies. So they came to Jerusalem with stringed instruments and harps and trumpets to the house of the Lord. Then the realm of Jehoshaphat was quiet, for God gave them rest all around. When a leader gets it right and takes his people into worship rather than into war, you have incredible things happen. Setting priorities is the task of a leader. And this leader got it right because he got it with God.